Okay. I did not make those all in a row. I'll cut out the misses. I'm not trying to fool anybody. Responding to a viewer comment from a long time ago. I actually made this video, but I rewatched it and I didn't like it. This shot is one that I don't count it as a bank. It clearly the ball banks, but I don't count it as a bank. I count this as like a stroke shot or a test to see if I'm in stroke. Test what are the limits of the table shot. So what this is to go cross side, put in a 7, one ball without from the cushion, even with this diamond. Several years ago, hell, 14 years ago, I had some banks lessons from Truman Hogue. And he already knew me. He knew I didn't completely sync up the plays at banking. But he set up like this shot for me. Banked this 7 cross side. Took me a while to be able to make it. I'm like, it's one of those things, even a pretty experienced banker, even back then, I look at them, no, you can't. You're going to get a kiss. And then Truman proceeded to make it like 5 times in a row. So that convinced me that, yeah, maybe it can be made. And I eventually got to the point where I was pretty decent at with the cue ball where it's sitting now. It wasn't much. Of course, now I'm going to do that and miss it, but I'm talking right now. So, when I got home, though, I wanted to find the limits of this shot for myself. And for me, the limit is not with the cue ball here, or here even, it's on the spot. I can make this maybe, I don't know, a good night, 20% of the time, maybe. That's down here on this table. There are some tables where it's much easier. Like this is a blue label diamond on an old red label diamond. It's a much easier shot because of just the way that the cushions are. The way that I hit this shot is maximum right hand spin, and I try to cut the ball a billionth of an inch to my right. By the time it gets done squirting and all that, it's not going to swerve. I'm hitting it too hard to swerve. By the time it gets done squirting, I want to cut that 7 a billionth of an inch to my right. The reason I want to cut it to my right because I want that cue ball to start glancing to the left, or at least not continue straight forward, because I need it to be out of the way. There's 2 reasons to miss a shot, 2 ways to miss a shot, and I'm sure I can demonstrate them both. So, maximum right hand spin. I'm just trying to judge how much squirt am I going to get. I want to just barely cut that 7 to my right. That's one way to miss. Getting a kiss. Hit the ball too fully. Did something weird with the cue ball where it wasn't out of the way. You get a kiss on the shot. That's probably the way I miss most often. Is I'm a little bit too aggressive on the shot. The other way would be to not get the kiss, but the algae ball ends up going about right here. In other words, it doesn't hold up. It doesn't stiffen up enough. And that usually means, to me, that I wasn't aggressive enough with the shot. I'm going to do that on purpose this time. No, I didn't. I lied. I made it. So, I guess it's okay. The ball's going to make a liar out of me if it means I make the shot. Now we're going to do it again. So now that I got that shot mastered, I can go hit the road, right? No, can't. So the other way to miss the shot would have been if the 15 kept coming here. That basically means I'm not hitting the object ball full enough. I'm cutting it. I'm afraid of the double kiss. The reason I'm not going to hit the road just yet is because my initial viewer comment wasn't about this cross side. He was talking about, the cross corner version. And I don't think he really specified. If you're watching this and you did specify where the cue ball was going to be, let me know. I just put it on the spot because that's where I always shoot from. You would think, maybe you would think, I know I thought that this 9 cross side, which is the shot that I just did a couple times with the 15, is the same as this 15 cross corner. It is the same angle, but this 9 going cross side basically has the whole width of the pocket to go in. This 15 coming at the same angle. A has a smaller pocket because corner pockets are smaller. But B, if it hits here, it's not going to go in, not at that speed. So it's really only got about half a pocket. And it's got the tough half. The tough half of the pocket where you have to really back the ball up, shorten it up even more and possibly or even tougher than otherwise you would. Because if you hit this rail at that speed, it's not going to go in. Otherwise, it's just hit exactly the same way. I do not have that ball on the line, and it really should be, because the damn shot's hard enough anyway. But shoot this exactly the same way. Try to get, I always call it a spin to speed ratio. I want this cue ball to be spinning as much as possible, but not necessarily going as quickly as possible. The more time that this cue ball is in contact with that 15, and we're talking milliseconds here, the more time that it's in contact with that 15 while it's spinning, the more chance it has to transfer some spin. And that 15 is going to need that spin transfer. So when it hits this rail, it has some of that spin, and it can shorten up. This particular shot, I think I mentioned, is not really a bank shot. Nobody is calculating bank angles and stuff on a shot like this. This is just, don't get a kiss, and hope you get lucky. Yeah, for me, this is my limit on the shot. Put the cue ball here. It starts getting easier and easier and easier. Now this here is just a regular bank. Try to move it in this direction. I don't think for me it's possible from right here. Or here. Get it up to about here, and then it's not possible to stiffen the bank like I've been doing. But I could probably cross it. I could probably shoot across the face of it like that. But you can't cross the bank when the cue ball's on the spot. Or like making generalities like that. I cannot cross the bank when the cue ball is on the spot. Even though sometimes it looks like it might be possible. Maybe with some really, really filthy pull balls, maybe it could be possible. I've never had any success crossing it from this position. But sometimes I can get it to stiffen up. Sometimes I can get it to stiffen up. There's a kiss. Try to remember, okay, what was my shot line? How was I lined up on that shot? And I got a kiss. Okay, line up the same way, but hit it a little bit thinner. Easier said than done in a lot of cases. And that time I didn't get the kiss, but clearly I didn't make the shot. On the side pocket, that shot might have gone in. I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention. But let's say the ball came in about this angle. In this case, it hit the short rail about here. But if that short rail wasn't there, it might have gone in the pocket. The corner pocket version is a lot tougher. I guess what I'm saying here. Okay, so there that goes. So, I mean, yeah, the shots are possible. If something like that came up in a game, if it was a game of one pocket, I seriously doubt that I would ever shoot it. There's too many chances of something going wrong with, you know, double kiss and things like that. And also, in one pocket, you kind of want, if you miss a shot like a bank, you want it to stick around your pocket. But this shot is hit so hard that if it misses, there's no telling where it's going. And bank pool, you know what? I don't know. I think it just varies depending on what table I'm playing on and things like that. If I had this shot that I've been shooting at Derby City, I'm going to assume that's a ball's width off the cushion. I don't think I would shoot it at Derby City. I think if I was at Derby City playing bank pool, I would say 3 in the side and shoot it like that. 3 inside. Maybe the 9 could have either gone in or come up here and it would have been a safer shot. If I had this shot and the cue balls, you know, out here, maybe I would shoot this. I think I probably would, actually. I think I probably would. If I'm talking about the side pocket version and the cue ball's here, I absolutely got to shoot it. Probably going to make it from here. But from here, I don't know. Again, depends. Have I been playing? Have I been playing well? Have I noticed that the table balls are really shortening up really well? I don't know. In here, I feel like I could have made that shot without getting the kiss. But I was wrong. I am allowed to be wrong. It is a tough shot. You know, feel free to get in the comments, hey, that's the easiest shot in the world. And maybe for you it is. There, on some tables, it seems pretty easy to me, much easier than it does down here. But I don't think I would ever call it the easiest shot in the world for me. If you guys do, great, you know. Congratulations. Thanks, guys.